some vibes.
What's up, people? What's going on? How do we sound? Do we sound great?
All right.
Heard something.
Okay, it's already there.
How do we sound, y'all? What's happening Facebook? What's happening in YouTube? What's happening? Happy birthday. What's going on, everybody? How do we sound? Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
Yesterday was your birthday. Well, happy belated. Happy belated, and many, many blessed more, honey.
Yeah.
All right.
How do we sound, y'all? Y'all ain't saying nothing about how we sound. How do we sound?
So y'all let us know if y'all are hearing the echo. What's up, Revive Spices?
Hey, Isha, let us know how we sound right now, please.
Let us know how we sound real quick so we can go ahead and jump right into our regular scheduled program. All right. Okay, I got a thumbs up. Thank you, Alejandro Diaz.
Sounds good. What's up,
Chaz? Thank you. Thank you, Ish. All right.
Okay, so we sound good.
I think we good. We good to go. So we can jump on into this thing. Well, first off, before we even jump into anything, let me remind you all, whoever is new, welcome to everyone who is returning. Welcome back. Please, if there's any topics y'all want us to discuss tonight, it could be about life, love, relationships, current hot topics, anything about the culture, anything y'all want to talk about tonight, y'all let us know in the comments below so that we can go ahead and make sure at the end of the show that we address the best ones. Obviously, we wouldn't be able to get to all of them, but we'll pick the best ones. So make sure that you do that right now. And then we can go ahead and jump into this thing for tonight. Episode 122.
My lipstick is just off already. My God. My God.
All right.
So here we go. You ready?
I'm ready, boo. Let's get it popping.
Let's get this thing popping. Stop it. All the way knocking. You know.
Oh my goodness.
Right,
I'm really upset. I need the marching band behind me or something. I need the vibes of the marching band. What's up, Trill Talk TV? What's up, Mr. Conweezy? I just need those vibes right now.
Shayla needs some vibes.
I do.
You know, Instagram they be hating on the music though. They'll cut you off.
They will cut you right off. You hear me?
So we can't even play our music like how we used to play our music in the beginning. So but before we get started, let's go ahead and start. Good evening, good afternoon. Oh, let me get this mic together. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. He say no sound.
No sound. Now it's no sound?
No sound. See, y'all throwing me off, child. We're going to have to come in and come back in. Go off and come back in.
Okay, let's see.
All right, I'm gonna leave.
Okay, she's going to step out. And IMCO Big Wolf said, I just want to say I'm Muslim, but I'm feeling Miami style and music.
Okay, now.
She can hear you.
I know that's right.
She can hear you.
Come on now with the Muslims checking for Jesus, baby.
All right, y'all. Okay, so he said, nah, we hear you. Okay.
So who said they couldn't hear now? Y'all
I think that was Mr. Conweezy. All right, y'all. So she's about to jump back on so we can go ahead and get started yet again. We apologize for that. They said they can hear us. All right. So yes, make sure y'all put y'all comments down below. If you are not already following us on YouTube, make sure that you are doing so. If you're not following us on IG, not just our individual pages, but actual Brains and Beauty, because eventually, y'all, we will stop recording from our individual pages and only do them for Brains and Beauty. So
bring me in, girl.
Make sure that y'all are following Brains and Beauty times 2. Okay. All right. And there she go. All right. There she go. There go beautiful. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead. Let's start this all over again.
All over.
One time for the one time.
Okay.
All right.
We good now?
We good.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, podcasters, YouTubers, IGers, Facebookers, Twitterers,
There
and
you go.
Twitchers. Child. What's up? Well, you know what's going on. This is episode 122.
Yes, yes.
And this is Brains and Beauty
times 2, y'all. I'm Shayla.
And I'm Miami from FAMU. So let's go ahead and jump into the PSAs. Y'all know FAMU homecoming is this weekend. I am repping the gang. You feel me? This is what me and this thing right here connected.
Yes,
up.
yes.
So for those who don't know, that's how me and Shayla met. We met in college, and she looked exactly like this.
Literally.
Like,
hence
literally.
why I wore the puffs again this week.
Literally, she looked exactly like this.
Yes.
And you know, beige don't age either. So
yes.
But no, so homecoming is this week. We won't be there, but we are there in spirit.
Definitely there in spirit.
And they say Shayla hair too. Yeah, Shayla had the same hairstyle.
Yes, this was what I was known for in college. No one knew my name. They knew me as Puffs. That's what I was called around
the girl
campus.
with the walk.
The girl with. I ain't gonna go. I don't remember that part, but I do remember the puffs. The girl with the puffs. That was me back in the day.
So I'm trying to get my position. Yeah, I'm sorry. I normally have my part on this side, so it's kind of throwing me off. So just give me a second. I'm gonna get myself together. My first PSA, of course, y'all know how I do this every week, is these straws just take up all. It just comes out the top. So my PSA this week, my sparkling water for the week is Saratoga. I love this brand. Love this bottle. Shay, you love this bottle, right?
I love I love.
It's hard to find these bottles. They're not like really in the store, so it's for the regular people. You gotta like really like find it.
Not regular people. Excuse me.
For all my sparkling water heads, you know this is like special sneakers. This is what
it's exclusive.
It's exclusive, baby. You know, so if you're a sparkling water head, you know this is not easy to find. And I just love the bubbles in it. So
okay, exclusive water.
Shout out to Saratoga since 1872. Almost a year of our family being born.
Trill Talk TV says, who y'all got for the homecoming show?
I don't even know. I'm not there. I don't even want to talk about it.
I know, like it's.
We just hope everybody have a good time.
Yeah, I hope y'all have a good time. Y'all be safe.
Yeah,
but I'm low key hating because I wanted to go.
Yeah,
Period. Point blank. I wanted to be there.
Yeah, we wanted to be there, but we couldn't. But next year we'll. If somebody's not pregnant,
there we go.
Or if somebody is on their honeymoon, so I would not be there either. Maybe the year after next.
That's how you know. If we don't show up next year, those are the reasons.
Child Shayla be pregnant. And honey, I'll be on my honeymoon or probably, a week or two myself.
Oh Lord. Yes. Okay. So those would be the reasons. But
other PSAs you want to talk about tonight?
Yes. I actually wanted to do a PSA. Will Smith actually recently posted something about dads on duty. It's a group of dads, like 40 dads that went to a high school to basically help change kind of the atmosphere. The high school's been having like a lot of fights, and 23 kids have been arrested recently in like 3 days or something. So a lot of the dads decided to take shifts at that school and kind of change the atmosphere, and they have had no issues in that school since. And I just think that that's just an amazing thing to see and hear. A lot of times when you hear about those kind of situations happening at school, the outcome is never really a positive one. It's always, it's still happening and they're still having issues. But I'm glad to see that, the men in that community are really, really, really taking it very seriously and being hands-on. So salute to dads on duty. We hope that y'all do get chapters in other schools and stuff, because that's a big thing. That's a big thing, and it should be commended. For real.
Because half of the time people just acting out because their dads isn't there, and they feel like they could just be the man at school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or be the woman at school, because somebody dad wasn't there like that either. And child, she was a little hard to handle, when she was in school.
It was beautiful to see. So salute to y'all.
It's good that fathers are stepping up, knowing that their presence is needed in young boys and young girls' life. And it could be detrimental when it comes to just a big switch and something like that. So
yes, absolutely.
Topics for tonight. Y'all know how this go. For those who are just tuning in, we're about to start our podcast right now. We normally open this thing up, introduce ourselves, let y'all know what we got going on for this week, our PSAs, and then we get into our topics, honey. So the topics for tonight, we have a couple. We want y'all to make sure y'all come in and bring what y'all gonna bring. Y'all 2 cents, y'all 16 cents, y'all 5 cents. And comment below. We'll be able to see it on Instagram. We'll be able to see it on Facebook. We'll be able to see it on YouTube. We'll be able to see it on Twitter. We'll be able to see it on Twitch. So just comment and we'll be able to see it, baby. You hear me? So first topic of the night. You want to go or you want me to start?
I'll let you start this week. Ooh.
Okay.
Go ahead, boo.
All right. So first topic, because our podcast really messed up last week. Terribly messed up. We had to delete everything except for a few minutes on our actual podcast.
Yeah.
All the videos were deleted except for the IG live. So y'all, it was terrible. So because of that, we're gonna bring back one topic just to get it out of the way and make sure we have some video for this for YouTube and all of that. Is our green flags. We all know what's happening with the red flags. And we just want to go back and bring it around one more time.
For the one time.
To bring up some green flag ideas. And what do you think a green flag is when you are with somebody, talking to somebody,
starting a relationship?
Somebody. Yeah, starting the whole thing. Even while you're in it, you done fell in love and all. Baby, the red flags... Girl.
Okay, so we know what the red flags are. So basically, y'all, let's go back over what the green flags are in a relationship, whether you're starting it or already in it.
Yeah. So some of the ones that I said last week, and I got to say it over, is I plan something for us. You know, like I don't care what we're gonna be doing, long as I'm with you.
Oof.
It doesn't matter what we're doing. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be big money balling. Like it doesn't matter. Like long as I'm in your presence and I get to talk to you. Yeah. I get to be in your presence. Undivided. Phones down.
Yeah.
Face down.
Yeah.
Speakers up.
That's a good one. Great green flag. Oh yeah. You know I like that one.
Green flag. I appreciate you. This is what I like about you. I appreciate that you do this. I appreciate this thing about you. Like I just love these things about you. Soldier Man on YouTube. More green flags is focusing on each other and with no distractions.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Big one.
I was wrong and I apologize.
Ooh. I've had to learn that one.
Y'all,
I was wrong.
I was wrong and I apologize. Like that's for women and men. Like there's some things, I could say that I apologize for, but not really, because everything happens for a reason. But moving on in my life,
yeah,
to make sure I bring them green flags to my area, I can say, you know what, my bad, I apologize, and I was wrong for that. You gotta be adult out here.
You gotta be big girl.
You gotta be a big girl.
Big girl. Big girl by panties.
With big girl panties.
Okay.
Do you need my help with anything?
Look,
Angie, Angela, or whatever you want to call me. Angela, Miami. Do you need any help with anything? Baby.
I already know.
Men really don't ask that. Men really don't ask that. Like, I don't know, you've been married for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But my experience in dating in the last couple of years, it's just like, they don't really come out and just say, like, everybody ain't asking for you to come out monetarily.
Yeah.
Maybe help is, hey, you want to go over some ideas? You want to, just anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, do you need help with just anything? The thing is anything. You know what I mean? Like,
I think they don't do that because I think they're afraid of what that anything gonna be.
But if you're pursuing a woman and your pursuit is hopefully ultimately wifey material,
Mm-hmm.
you can't be afraid of what your wife asks you to help her with. Are you gonna be afraid when the kids ask you to? Because if that's the case, if you already got fear up in here, what we doing?
I can't, but you can't really call it fear though, because think about it. You also have to remember, you got to remember where he may be and in that stage of his life. Like maybe you may be entertaining him, but if he thinks that you're, for example, every time we have this conversation on IG, everyone always thinks that you are like, there's a perception that you're high maintenance, right?
Oh my God, yeah.
And you don't understand that. I don't understand, but that's because I know you. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think that's the issue. So if somebody dating you and first dating you, I think it would be a little, you would be a little bit more apprehensive to say, is there anything I can help you with? Because I don't really know what you're gonna say after that.
But ask though. This is what being an adult is, and again, there's a lot of things that I too have to change about that too, and not assuming stuff. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But just ask because you just want to help somebody.
Okay.
And if they say whatever, say, you know what, I can't help you with that, but here's another green flag. Here's what I can do. Okay. And it starts communication. It opens up communication. Okay. It continues the communication. It continues doing adult communication.
And it tells you something about that person.
Yeah, it's like they're not turned off. They're not hit with like, oh, I don't know, let me hang up this phone. Like, no, it's like, you know what? I did ask her about anything. She just told me anything. I can't really do that, but here's what I can do. And that tells me you're willing to try. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Okay. You're thinking. I like that.
You know what I mean? Like, you're thinking. And
here's what I can do.
Here's what I can do. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? Here's what I think maybe you should try. Because what if you step to me and say, hey, Angela, if you need help with something, let me know. But this is what I think you should probably want to consider. Okay. Like you're pushing me to something. Because I'm always a pusher, y'all. It's nice when somebody can just be like, hey, you may want to try this. Do this. Try this different. Like that is such a green flag to match the shirt.
That is such a green flag.
You know. Okay. A couple more before we move on. How can I fix this?
Okay.
How can I fix this? Like I know we got here. Yeah. I know we're here, and it's not a great place. But how can I fix this? Because I like you that much, and I really want to get to know you more. And this can't be just who you are.
And it don't stop at dating either. These green flags is marriage stuff too. Yeah, that's just side note. Just throw that out there. This is marriage stuff too. Like you could really learn a lot from these green flags right here, and not just in dating because it don't stop. Dating don't stop when you get married.
True.
The dating just escalates. You feel me? Dating goes to another level. You appreciate it a little more than at least I feel you appreciate it more because now there's so many other things pulling you from that person that now you got to work a little harder at them dates. Now you appreciate them dates a little more. So great green flags for marriage as well.
And one of the last ones before we move on, I was mad or I was upset because.
Explain yourself.
Like, this is why I was mad. Okay, yeah, it's been a day or two. This is why I was mad. This is why I was upset. Can we talk about this? Or can you actually receive it and take accountability of your position inside of that, no matter if it's a girl or a male? Like, this is why I was upset about that. And here's why I was mad. Now, the other person has to be able to be there to receive the question.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But this is why I was mad instead of just nothing. Like
I'm just left to assume.
You just left to assume, and again, I hate assuming stuff. Like sometimes it's like, can you just say it or just ask? Okay, just say it or just ask. Like just say it or just ask. You know, and if you feel like something is off with somebody, you may say, okay, dang, I didn't know they was really like that. Like get a person a shot, like because maybe that day was off or that season just off. Okay. If you really like the person. If you don't like them, just keep moving. You know what I mean? So
Okay. I like that. Okay, so we got Mr. Conweezy on IG. Hey, Mr. Conweezy. No games, unselfishness, and consistency.
Okay.
Consistency is a big one.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Consistency is a definitely a green flag. For real.
Sade S on Instagram, she said, use disappointed instead of mad, angry, upset. I was disappointed because
that's, you know what?
That's
one I had to learn. That's what I've had to learn just being married, is stop saying that I was mad or angry about something. No, I was disappointed in what you did or how you handled this because this is how it made me feel.
Yeah.
That's way more effective than just, boy, when I tell you, I would just go off I would just be just off the handles, honey. Just say whatever I felt. In that moment, I ain't give a doggone about nothing.
No filter, baby.
No filter,
it just gets done.
Period.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But you realize moving forward, like, I know for me moving forward, going into the new year, just stepping into my new season of myself, like, you gotta communicate better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's okay to communicate a little better. At least you got your words off, and baby, it's off, and there's no regrets there. Like, I said what I had to say. It is done what I had to done, and if it just ain't work, it ain't work. But at least I know. I was a big girl with my big girl panties on, and I told him how I felt.
Yeah.
I told him why that disappointed me and how that triggered me to act like this or something like that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I think just one of my, not even New Year's resolutions, because that's not really a thing for me, but it's to make sure I communicate better in dating.
I am proud.
Why are you smiling?
What? Okay. Okay. I see you now. I hear you.
Girl, you gotta get older. You gotta put your little feelings aside and really step up and say, this is how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
This is why this is triggering me.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't really feeling the vibe from you.
That's so fun. That is funny that you are saying this. I literally had this conversation with one of my very close friends.
Sometimes
recently.
You just got to get the realization. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
step out of your own way and really take a step back and look at.
Because sometimes it's not always other people. Sometimes it's them too. But sometimes it's okay to know that you have to do some work with yourself. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool to say, you know what? Yeah, they behind was dead wrong. They red flagging all over the place. But I can be better and represent myself better in a conversation about somebody trying to step to me or whatever the case is. So, you just gotta learn and grow and keep it moving.
Definitely. And continue to grow, because you can continue to grow even when y'all get married or when y'all get into your partnerships or whatever y'all want to call it, what y'all do, whatever. You got to continue to grow. The growing don't stop just because you get married. That growing got to continue. So that's a big one. Is being able to take a step back.
It's just working on communication, man.
Yeah.
And putting, okay, we ain't trying to be perfect jerky.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But putting a little bit more green flags behind your name. Like, all I got is my name. I want to be known as Green Flag Fam, you and Angela. You feel me? Only red I want to know, a part of me is my skin tone. You feel me?
Oh my goodness, I can't.
I don't know. You just want to be better, do better. You know what I mean?
Be better, do better. Hashtag.
And that's it, exactly. Be better, do better. Hashtag. I like that, Shay.
I like it.
So before we move on, here goes some of you guys' comments. So Jason on YouTube said, how can I fix this? Just empower my communication.
Seriously, come on now. Now, actually, this is funny because I think in one of our earlier when we first kind of started doing our podcast, there was something someone said. Someone gave me some advice on how to approach my husband about I forgot what the topic was, and I gave an example of something that we were having a hard time going through, and you all rephrased my issue. And when I came back and spoke to him about it, it went a totally different way than I thought it would.
Yeah.
And it was just simply, I was saying this, we were saying the same things, but you all had me worded differently where he wasn't taken aback by what I was saying, or he wasn't, he didn't feel like I was coming for him in that moment or whatever. Cause I definitely used to do that. Thank God for growth. Thank God for
That's
growth.
why we have listen. This is why we have this podcast. We like to kiki and laugh, but it's really here as we are growing as women.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? As y'all are growing too, while y'all sitting here, the men and also the women. Like, we are here to grow. We are here to get better. Of course, we are here to laugh and joke and honey, talk about what is really going on in the world. But we gotta be able to take accountability for ourselves and really grow into the people that God has designed us to be. And baby, we are green flagging around here. You feel me? Like, again, for me, I just want my name to be attached to just more green flags and red flags. So that's what I'm working on moving forward, is communicating better. Like, I just need to communicate better and
see, this is why
let somebody know, like, hey, you feel me? Versus nothing.
Yeah.
Because I will mute you.
Okay, I can't.
But that's not being adult. Like, it's let me be able to communicate myself better. You know what I mean? And keep it moving. Another one we have from YouTube was being mad leads to resentment. We all have disappointments, but we need encouragement as helpmates, be each other's backbone.
Amen. And I literally going through that right this very moment. Just having to be no matter where y'all are in y'all relationship, you know, whether it's long distance, whatever it is, you always got to be each other's biggest cheerleader. And you always have to remember that should come first between any issues that y'all have. Always come first. You know, my dog always here to give me great advice. She gave me some great advice last week. I definitely took it, and it's different. I'm at ease in how I'm handling certain things, and I'm giving him, his space to be able to do what he needs to do, and I'm not making him feel no kind of way. I'm just being supportive, and that's how it should be. Yeah. Sometimes y'all gotta really, again, y'all gotta look at what you're doing. Stop always looking at what somebody else is doing to you, and how can you change what you're doing to change the situation.
For sure.
For sure. So straight up. All right, let's see. Thank you, Princess in Paris. Let's see. A trill talk. See, this is why we gotta, we gotta go ahead and proofread these comments, because you crazy. You be saying some wild stuff sometimes. Okay.
But so we're gonna move on to the next topic. But we wanted to make sure we just bring back those green flags, y'all, and make sure we understand what green flags are, and make sure we are incorporating them ourselves. You know, so
we all know what the reds are.
Exactly. We all know what these red flags are for whoever.
That's easy to pick out.
Very easy.
It's harder to decipher the green ones. And to remember that those are more important than the red. And appreciate them.
And when you get a green flag, like, nurture that green flag so you can get more green flags. You feel me? Like, I don't know. My mindset is just on some different vibes right now. You hear me? Like, I'm just on some different grown woman type. Girl, who got the time? I'm trying to commute. Like, anyway, we're gonna move on. We have said enough about green flags, but y'all try to your best. Again, this is not about punishing yourself. This is not about seeing that you're not enough to be this or that. It's just knowing that you too can spit out green flags and kind of see where you are falling short when it comes to communication with other people that you're dating, in a marriage with. You're just getting to know somebody. Like, just try to pull back in your communication, because I'm going to start doing better with that myself. So I wouldn't tell you how to do something that I wouldn't do. And so I like what just Cam 84 said. He said 2022, all green flags. I'm starting in November, baby. Green flags moving forward, honey.
Absolutely.
November's in a couple. Give me a couple more days to be a little petty, and then
give me a couple days. Okay. You got a couple more days, baby. You got
to be a little petty.
To the end of the week. You get it together,
and then I'll be ready for my green flag Angela life.
Green flag season. Okay, got it.
Next topic.
All right, next topic, y'all. If a woman declines a proposal, is the relationship over? And is it selfish of her to expect him to continue the relationship if she says no?
If the woman declines the proposal,
is the relationship over?
Should the relationship be over?
And is it selfish of her to want him to continue the relationship if she declines it?
I don't think it's like selfish of her.
Mm-hmm.
But just because a woman isn't ready to get married, well, here we go. Because I've been thinking about the fella so much nowadays. Okay. If it was flipped,
okay,
and the woman was ready to get married and the man was not.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, I don't have the time. I'm out. The man is not ready.
Okay.
But because a man asks a woman,
does that change it? Depending
can
on
it
who's
change
asking.
It all depends, because that man really see that woman as his wife, and maybe he sees that, you know what, she said no, there must be a reason.
Okay.
Let me get down to this reason on why she said no to my proposal. Can we still fix this or not? Because if that man really wanted to take you over to his wifedom, like wife vibes, you just gonna quit on me like that because I said no today? And I get it. This is a long-term thing. Like, so for as a man, what I would say, if that was my son, I'm all for it. If you want to leave her, cool. She not ready. But majority of the time, if a woman declines a proposal, there's something there.
Yeah.
And there's something going on that he ain't seeing that she is, and he's disregarding it, but he don't care because he just want her to be the wife so bad. But she like, hey, we gotta fix these issues first before we move on. You know, maybe she thinks of marriage very serious. And he just like, we'll fix it later. And she like, nah, bro, like we gotta fix this now. You know, so it could be different scenarios. So if this man really wanted this woman to be with her forever, and she says no because of a reason, they should work on it.
Okay.
And see if it's even worth saving. And if it's not worth saving, you keep it moving. So but there's a big reason why a woman declines.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, I don't really know none who
women
would decline unless there's something really wrong.
Unless there's an issue. So if you get that, you got to figure out, okay, what is the reason? Same thing happened with Joe Budden many years ago on, what's the name of that show?
Oh, what? Love and Hip Hop. Yeah.
And he proposed to Randy. How do you say her name? Tahiri. He proposed to Tahiri in the middle of Times Square.
Yeah.
And she said, absolutely not.
I think that was a little cold how she said it. Yeah, her reason made sense though, but
it was a reason behind it because she just personally felt like Joe was not ready to be a husband at the time. And it was a lot of, we saw on episodes, he wasn't ready. But because he wanted to force that on her and thought that a ring or a proposal would fix, put a Band-Aid on issues, I don't think men should do that though. I don't think a ring should be the Band-Aid. And we have seen this many a times when women get these hush rings for you to just hush up and leave me alone. You got the ring. Be quiet now. We may not go to the altar, but you got the ring. You had the ring for 10, 15 years now. Like, just shut up. No, seriously.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen it time and
time
again.
I think, honestly, for a woman to decline, there's a big red flag somewhere. And he's trying to ignore it and trying to sugarcoat it with a proposal. That's what I think.
Okay.
And think it's gonna get fixed later. No. It won't get fixed later. We gotta get to the business now.
Okay. So you don't believe that it's selfish of her to want him to continue the relationship after the fact?
No, because she could be selfish and say, I don't want your proposal and I don't want you either. Leave me alone.
Okay.
So if she's willing to stay and say, don't leave, we should just work on it. A man who just thought that this would be his wife forever should say, okay, what should we work on?
Okay. And maybe in 30 days, past his ego and embarrassment in that moment.
He's gonna have to, and if not,
in pride. Okay.
Yeah. Let's go with what y'all talking about. So YouTube, Jason said, if you decline my proposal, I'll be hurt. Depending on the circumstances and reasons, I might just need to try harder, come back bigger, better, faster, and stronger. Okay.
True love is real love.
True love is real love.
Yes. All right, I like
that. Yeah. Yeah, he also said...
See, that's grown man stuff right there.
You feel me? Sometimes relationships do come to an end, but still must respect her decision. Either move forward together or separate ways. Yeah.
Okay. And Soldier Benson, that's right, Jason. Yeah. No, absolutely. I love that. Again, but that's also, again, taking the big, understanding that it's not just about what's happening right now. Yeah, you may be hurt in that moment, and that may have hit that pride a little bit. It may have hurt that little ego a little bit. But if you really love that person and you be willing to find out why they are declining, and if there's any way for you to maybe revisit this in another year or so. You know what I'm saying? She may very well say yes in another year or so if y'all address whatever the issue is.
Or in 30 days, 90
or in 30
days.
days. She may be like, you know what? I feel like you understand
what the issue was.
Yeah.
And then it shows how you're gonna be a husband in the future.
There we go.
Future.
Bigger point. Big fact.
Like it shows like, okay, we're not, you're not hitting something. We're just not communicating on this issue, whatever the issues are, effectively. How are you gonna deal with it? Are you gonna walk away from me and divorce me just because I'm not happy in a marriage?
Yeah. Cause you definitely gonna have them moments, honey. Let me just let me put that out there, babe. I love you, but we know the truth, okay? You're not always gonna like your partner. You just not. And let's just keep it all the way 100. You just not always gonna like they behind. Period. Point blank. I mean, life is a long time if you live long enough, and understand that you will not always like them. And the point is, and that you're supposed to figure out how you get through those times. These are how you get through those times. Remembering the green flags, communication, understanding that you may not always like the response and the reaction initially.
I like that.
But how are you going to get through those moments? It starts in the little things. It starts in the dating phases.
It starts at the proposal.
It starts at the proposal. If she declines it. Again, you not giving up just because you don't like something that somebody said.
Amen,
you ain't gonna give up for anything else. If somebody was
if you give up on me,
you ain't gonna give up.
You give up on me in a bit. It goes vice versa. If you give up on me in the beginning, because I may have a little attitude, baby, what you gonna do when I get really mad with you?
Exactly,
girl. Bye. Let me look at some of these comments because you guys are saying some real good stuff. Some real good points actually. Mama Mila said, okay, fellas, we have a question from the ladies here.
Okay.
She said, how about the self-proclaimed nice guy that acts as if he wants to get married, but he's just saying it to appease her?
Ooh.
She needs an honest and proud, strong man's opinion. So all of our dope men out here who ain't about the games, give her, if I see it, I'm going to read it for her. So she said, once again, she said, how about the self-proclaimed nice guys that acts as if they want to get married, but it's just saying it just to appease her?
You always going to have some of them.
Yeah.
Always.
And then I did see what Mr. Conweezy did say, and some women try to lock dudes down with a pregnancy. Men and women can be manipulative.
Absolutely.
So it goes both ways. Absolutely. But that's a good one, Mama Miller.
Absolutely can be.
So let's see what our guys say. In the meantime, while we wait for that answer from our guys, Jason said, if you say yes and then change her mind, should you return my ring?
If you say yes, then change your mind. Should you return my ring? That's a good one. Jason, I can only answer for me. I would return it. Me personally. If I change my mind and I say no, I'm good or whatever, like I'm gonna give it back to you.
Yeah.
It's yours. You may have given it to me, but if I'm not accepting it, what am I keeping it for? I don't really understand that. I don't know. I think when women do that a lot of times, it's just because you're hurt. Again, acting out of that raw emotion of being hurt and pride. And nah, you bought that for me, it's mine. I think that's out of that. But if you really, if you really trying to do right and move on with your life and whatever, what do I want that ring for?
Yeah, if I'm moving on, I don't want no parts.
I don't want no parts of that. Like, you take
especially
everything you
like
came
that,
with, including that.
What I'm gonna wear that on this hand?
A constant reminder of you on me?
Like,
no.
This is the ring I said no to. No. Or am I gonna pawn it and get the money and move on? Like, I don't. You know what I mean? Like, I think I would return it.
I'm definitely returning it.
If I say yes to a man and I just really feel in my heart like this just ain't the guy for me, I would give him back that ring and say, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But we just can't get it right. And I personally just don't feel like we'll be great together.
Yeah. Absolutely. Again, it don't always have to be
my life and your life together. Like, I just don't think we'll be great together.
No, don't always have to be bad.
Yeah.
No, don't always have to always end in a negative way. No, it's just this ain't it. This ain't the time, or this ain't the right moment, or you're not the right person. And it's not that you're not a good person. You're just not the right person for me.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I mean, honesty, the whole point is this is the rest of your life. Like, why not be honest?
True.
So I'm going to give it back every time.
Yeah, I'm with the give back.
Yeah. I'm not trying to keep that a constant reminder. No.
I love it. Do you see anything else before we move on?
Mr. Cowboy said the courts are going to say it's a gift, dog. You better know before you ask her. You ain't lying, though.
So speaking of proposals, so crazy. Because I have that on one of my questions.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
So, ladies or fellas, after the proposal, would you prefer... Okay. After you get proposed to, right? Okay. You know there's a wedding coming up. Mm-hmm. So if a man says, would you rather have a big wedding or a big house? So you have said yes. Ooh. You have said yes to the proposal. You have got the ring that you really, really love. Okay. You know, ladies, you got the ring, honey. And he said, okay, babe, maybe like a month or two later, he's like, okay, would you rather have the nice house or would you rather have a big wedding? Mm-hmm. What are you saying? And fellas, would you even ask a woman that?
Well, okay, would they ask? Okay.
Yeah, so fellas, would you ask a woman that and consider asking a woman like, would you...
Or is it even a question?
Or is it even a question? Mm-hmm. And then ladies, if you get approached with that question, what are you doing? Would you, ladies, say yes to the big house or just a nice house or yes to the big wedding and honeymoon?
I mean, of course I want it all. let's just
My
keep
thing
it real.
Is, can we get like half?
I want it all, baby. I want it all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want it all. But if I really had to choose one, of course I'm gonna pick the home, honey. We picking the forever home, honey. We can always have something down the line if we, you know, a celebration or whatever. But I'm gonna focus on that what's starting our life together, and we need a home for our future family. So I'm gonna definitely go with the home. That should be big girl decisions. It's not about the wedding. That one day, it's not that deep, but it is important. If it's important to her, let me throw that in there. It is important if it's important to her. So, fellas, you know, don't just think that, you know, because if you doing the house, she should just be okay with that. Know your woman. Know your woman.
I like that.
Know your woman.
Because a woman like myself, you know, I can take not as a big of a wedding, a more intimate wedding,
but a wedding nonetheless.
I waited too long. Look, I waited too long, honey. I can't be out here just talking about, oh yeah, just give me the house. No, ma'am.
I am literally.
God said, if you don't ask, you shall not receive.
Amen.
I said what I said, and I said I would take less of a big wedding. Let's chop that thing up in half, or maybe I'll take a 40% of the 100, and then 60% of that money will go towards our house. You know what I mean?
Okay. But you need to have there needs to be some kind of both going on in there.
It got to be bothness, and I don't.
It's got to be bothness. Okay.
It's bothness, and here's why: because again, every woman is different.
Yes.
In a perfect world, yes. Would I tell my man, you know what? Let's just get the house. But I'm not trying to put my wedding, no house on a pedestal either. I still want us to enjoy that moment and enjoy what we're about to embark on. And it doesn't have to be that super expensive. It has to be some type of ceremony, some type of celebration, some type of something about us joining together after all this time that God has finally put us together. Mm-hmm. You think I don't want to celebrate that and just get a house? Or we could do a Kevin Hart type of vibe. We could get the house, but baby, the wedding better be following at the house in the backyard. And we could have a backyard, nice, put together.
So still something. It's still something. It may not be
a celebration of our love for each other. Mm-hmm. us
the journey that
saying to God that we're about to do this thing through thick and through thin, through what's the thing?
Rich or poor, sickness
all
and health.
Yeah, all that.
All that. Say it again, girl.
All that. So, baby, it's about the bothness for me. I can't just pick one.
I love it. It's about the bothness. That's a good little saying.
I'm not gonna limit my life and myself.
Okay, so what me and my husband decided to do actually is we said we were gonna have a
keep your advice in your pocket like it's check.
Me and my husband decided to have a renewing of the vows instead. So instead of having a ceremony, like we went to the courthouse and all that kind of stuff, but instead of having a actual wedding, we said, okay, we make it to year 10. Okay, we gonna have something nice. Like we need to make it to year 10. Like I need to make sure that we in this, and we you not playing, I'm not playing. Like I don't want to spend all this money and then 3 years from now we done. Yeah. So let's be in this 10 year, we'll do something. So right now we are coming up on 8. So right now I'm starting to like actually plan and put together our I actually think I'll enjoy it. I will enjoy this now. Like I'm not gonna have a wedding, but like an actual, like just a big behind party, a dressed up. Everybody know I like me a good theme. You know what I'm saying? Yes. A good dressed up party that truly celebrates our union or whatever, and things that we've gone through from when we met each other in middle school to now. Yeah. So that's how we kind of came up with that, and we just felt like, if there's certain things in our life that are not together, the last thing we need to be thinking about is a wedding. And so that's just kind of how we started with it.
I'm cool with, long as it's a ceremonial type of situation. Yeah. It does not have to be extravagant. Yeah. I'm cool with saying, okay, should we spend, I just saw something in the comments, should we spend $100,000 on a wedding versus taking that as a down payment for a house? Absolutely not.
Even if I had it, I'm not spending no $100,000.
You know what I mean? I know I can find me a nice dress and look very amazing, look very well, wifey, put together on that day. You feel me? For extra low to the cost. So I'm not worried about the look of it, but no, I would not say let's spend $100,000 if we don't have it now. If we're in the lifestyle, we got millions and billions. That's a different conversation.
I'm still gonna say no
because we got it. No, you have it at that point. You can have a nice. Let's just be real. My wedding ain't gonna be that big unless his family and friends is big. Cause mine gonna be intimate anyway. So we saving money automatically. I mean, let's be for real.
Okay, well, again, y'all gotta know her to know to understand what she's saying. We're not gonna be
feeding all these people anyway. It's not a lot of people to feed. Unless his family and his friends are
really
big group, and I'm cool with that. I look forward to that. If he does have a big family, great. If he doesn't, I'm cool with that too. But I ain't worried about that. It's gonna be intimate. I'm gonna have a couple of chairs on my side, just a couple. At my wedding, this is not like a party. This is my wedding. This is me and my husband. People have supported me in my journey, way into marriage to meet him. It's a lot behind that. So I don't want any old body, no vibes, no spirits, no negativity at my wedding. Amen. You know what I mean? So if you wasn't here in the beginning of us courting each other and being in the beginning of that and supporting us on our journey, you don't need to be there when we celebrate it. So yes, we could take $20K. If the number was 100, I'm gonna just throw it out because I saw 100 on the screen.
Okay.
If the number was 100, of course we taking the $80K and we dumping that into a house. Straight up.
Okay.
$20K, we need that for the wedding and the honeymoon. And 15 of it might be going to the honeymoon. You feel me? So
okay, so Trill Talk TV said, that's a good question, Trill.
Yeah.
Are weddings more of a show off for her friends and family and friends and foes?
No, I don't think for me, every woman is different, right? I'm not gonna put my wedding on a pedestal. I'm not gonna put it on no. I put that union together. So again, for me, a wedding is not about the show up. The wedding for me is about what God has just brought together.
Amen. Period.
And baby, God gonna bring that together
and celebrating that.
And that's what my wedding is about. It's not about a fairy tale. I just saw somebody put that. It's not about showing off or whatever. I don't care about none of that. I don't even think I'm gonna have a party. Like if my husband don't want to have a party, it's gonna be me and him up there. Everybody else is in the audience. I don't need the people. I don't need the dresses. I don't need the party. I don't need the bridesmaids. Like I don't need that. It's about me
and him.
What God has put together, what we're about to set on this journey to do, what our goals is about to be. When we hit this honeymoon, what's about to happen. And girl, that's it. Girl, what else do I need? And then the house can come right after that. Because like I said, the majority of the money can go towards our house. Or towards maybe an investment. Maybe we already got the house already. Yeah, so I don't have to spend all my money on no wedding. But it will be a celebrate. It will be something.
Yeah.
I'm not just not doing nothing.
I hear you. I definitely hear you.
And that's just for me, my house, and what I'm gonna do. Every woman is different. That's why you gotta learn your own woman and what she wants. And what you want to as a man too.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Forgot Miami ready for that honeymoon. Look.
Listen. I'm gonna be married then, so I can talk about whatever I want to talk about at that point.
Oh my goodness.
Well worth the wait.
Okay, Mr. Connell, a destination wedding is the way to go. Please, fellas, don't get married in Cali. Oh Lord. All right, so
what else we got up there before? Because mine's not scrolling.
No, that was it.
That was it.
Yep, that was it.
Okay,
all right, y'all. That's y'all funny.
We got one on YouTube. He said, "Facts. Keep it simple. Doesn't have to be a fairy tale. We're gonna need that money to write our chapters." I like that.
I like it. And again, keeping it simple can be your fairy tale.
Exactly.
It's about how you.
It's
about focusing on your needs and what's important to you, and that's what should be highlighted that day.
Exactly.
Not trying to show out for other people and oh yeah, girl, I did this and I bought this. And
I'm good with that.
That's ridiculous. Like
now, if you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. If y'all sitting here saving up, you gotta.
Simple can still be a fairy tale.
Baby, simplicity is always beautiful. Class always wins. And I can't wait.
I saw something my mama said.
I know. Oh. My grandma too.
All right.
My last topic for tonight is Chloe Belly.
Okay.
She said. So the question I'm gonna read what she said, you guys, and I'm gonna see how what's your opinion and how you feel about it. So she said, "I want to be left wondering. If a guy does not answer me right away, I really love that. I love that about him because it makes me feel like he's working, and it's something sexy about a man who doesn't respond to you right away and keeps me guessing. Of course, I want a man to be under me, and all of that, but it's something about a man who's working, who's busy, and when I text him or call him, he doesn't pick up and respond right away. So the question is, are y'all okay with playing games with the phones, right? What if you are free to respond? You respond. Or do you think this is some, I've been in my 20s before. Okay? I've been in my 20s. I've been her age. Yesterday, you feel me? Before yesterday, I was her age. You know what I mean? And I know how the whole bad boy image and all that type of thing go. Like I've been there, and have done that, honey. Is it really being okay with a man when he doesn't respond to you? Just because he wants to like hype you up a little bit? I don't even know if I'm asking the question right. Or is it okay to like play games if you see me text, if I see you text, okay, I can respond right then or whatever the case is.
So is it healthy to play those kind of games, basically?
Yeah.
Is it healthy to play those kind of games?
Or is that just a young person's thing?
I think it's a young person's thing.
So,
and that's just from my experience.
She wants to be left wondering. And I think that will open up a door.
You're going to be left wondering, all right.
Girl, baby, you're going to be crying. You're
going to be left wondering.
You're going to be left wondering a lot of
I
stuff.
get what she's saying. Yeah. I get it. but at the same time, that's a very dangerous game to play.
Yeah, because it opens up the doors to a lot of.
Oh yeah, that's a very dangerous game to play. I just think that games are never good, especially not when you're dating somebody, because again, you're setting the precedent for what is to come. You're setting the precedent of how you want your relationship to continue,
how you want to be treated,
how you want to be treated, how you want your marriage to go, all of those things. So yeah, that sounds good. And again,
I get it. When a man is busy, yes, he's busy. Because when a woman is busy,
that's fine.
They're busy too.
Exactly.
You know
There's nothing wrong with that. But when you start with the whole playing games on the phone, because one, I want to feel like I'm just as important as whatever else you got going on. Not saying that you always have to answer every call when I call. That's not saying that. But just blatantly not answering the phone call or not making me a priority because you got other things going on. That kind of says something to me about how our relationship would be when it comes to other things that may come up.
But is there like a fine line with that though?
It is a fine line.
I think it is a fine line. I think it's a fine line of literally for real, just being busy.
Mm-hmm.
And literally for real, just want to say, I don't want to be too extra with this person, so let me not respond right away.
But it also depends on what your definition of busy is. Everybody's definition of busy is, I may think that whatever your excuse is not really you being busy. It's just a reason for you not to respond to me. How many times have you been in a relationship and someone said, they thought that this was important and you thought it was some foolishness and wasn't as important as them responding to what you had to say? Yeah, no, absolutely no. So it all depends on what your definition of busy is and what that particular thing is. So I think that's a dangerous game to play.
Trust me, it really is a fine line, because you don't want to look too thirsty, but at the same time, you don't want to just play games. And it's like, sometimes I be like, dang, you just don't want to play games. But at the same time, you don't want to look too thirsty either. And you don't want to be too available, because I heard this thing too on
you don't want to be too available. That's true. Now
you don't want to be so available, like they call hello. And it's like you have nothing else going on with your life. But then it's like, okay. But then when you ignore somebody for a second, it's like, oh, well, you just too busy for me. So it's always a fine line with that. You know what I mean? Like,
I get what she was saying. Again, back in the day,
baby,
that I felt the same way. Oh, you ain't got to answer something like right then. Like, I mean, I don't want you to do that. I want you to have something going on outside of me and all that kind of stuff. And again, as an adult, as a married woman, I still want you to have something going on outside of me. But I also want to feel like I'm just as important of
everything else.
What's going on, all the other things going on around you. I want to still feel like I'm just as important. So obviously, if you're busy and you can't answer the phone, great, that's fine.
Well, honestly, because people do just be busy.
Yeah.
But then the fine line comes in. Do you be extra thirsty and be extra available and show them like, oh, I could be available in our relationship? Or you be like, I'm gonna wait like an hour or two. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just always, you just never know, like, what's the appropriate time to respond? Like, because you don't want to seem too available, but then you don't want to seem too busy. And it's just like, girl, I just kind of just go off with the flow. I just go off with my gut. Like,
I just feel like if somebody you're dating or you're dealing with is trying to contact you, right? Yeah. Whether you're busy or not, getting back to them should be a priority.
Okay, I'm talking about like getting to know somebody, not dating.
Okay, well, even getting to know them, I think that's a priority. Not saying you should be calling them back in the next 20 seconds, but just it should be a priority.
But why not? See, that's the thing I'm saying. Why not respond in 20 seconds when you can respond in 20?
No, like, if you can, absolutely. I feel like you should just say, look, I'm currently busy right now, but give me a few. I'm gonna hit you back. Trust me, I'm gonna hit you back. It shows that one, I got your message. I'm not ignoring you. Because ignoring you would just simply be not to respond until I am available. I feel like that's being ignored. If you really can't give me your attention for 3 hours from now, but I text you 3 hours ago, you could have responded at least and said, oh, okay, I'm busy. I'm going to get back to you as soon as I'm done doing A, B, C, and D. Okay, I'm no longer waiting. I'm no longer assuming I'm no longer sitting around waiting, wondering whether you're going to call me back or whatever. Depends on exactly what it is. You don't know what I'm calling you for. I just don't even like to play the
I know you
games in
don't
the
want to
beginning.
play in the beginning, but I'm telling you, it's really a real thing because when you're very like for men, because we have a lot of men on our lives, right? We have a lot of men who listen to our podcast, fellas. When you call a girl, she picks up. When you text her, she texts you right away. When you call her, she picks up. When you text her, she texts you right away. When you call, she picks up. When you text, she texts you right away. Y'all can't tell me. Y'all can't tell me that that's attractive to you, that a woman, as soon as you call her, she picks up on the second ring. When you text her, she responds. Soon as you text, the bubbles come right after. If those with an iPhone, those with an Android, you would never know, you know.
Ooh,
but I'm just
the constant Android shade, Lord Jesus.
But no, I'm just saying, like, fellas, you gotta. Again, there's always a fine line with it, and I hate that it has to be a fine line of a game because you don't want to seem so available, and then sometimes you really are available, but you don't want to show him that I don't have a life. You're my life already in 2 weeks.
I know. I get what you're saying.
Like,
I agree with that.
It's not even about playing the game. It's
I
about
agree with that.
It's about just showing somebody like, hey, like I may have other things going on, even though I may not have other things going on. But I can't tell you
I'm not won't always be readily available to you.
Yeah. And you don't want to hype that person up to always pick up the phone and texting you when you get to the point where you definitely can't pick up and take up the phone because then they gonna go crazy because they done got spoiled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's really, honestly, seriously, there's a fine line. It's not even gamish. Like, it's just like, maybe I just don't want to talk to you right now about no small talk. Like, I just don't want to talk about no small talk right now. You know what I mean? Because you know people talking small. I just don't want to talk about that. Not right now. Like, today is just one of them days, and I just don't feel like talking about whatever you about to talk about. Today, I just don't want to talk about nothing to nobody about nothing. Maybe I'll call you back tomorrow.
Again, in the beginning, I don't see anything wrong with that until they get to know you and they truly understand why you do those things.
But
some people just have ways how they move.
Yeah.
Until you know how they move, until you know how he moved, how she moved, you won't
know. And the crazy thing is, you gotta get to know.
You gotta get to know them to know that.
It takes picking up the doggone phone. It takes
exactly.
Okay, but y'all gotta feel me on this one though. It's not about the game because I'm not really into the games either. But it's just like, dang, you just don't want to seem like super extra. But then when you become that woman in his life, what's up, good? What's up, babe? You know, do you pick up the phone? So if you're dating, getting to know somebody, do you give the time frame to like to pass it? But when you become the title and you get the title, are you there? Because I feel like, yeah, I'm available now. Like, I'm your girl now.
When you're readily available like that.
Yeah, like I'm your girl now. Like, we're official. Like, you deserve that from me as your woman. Like, if I'm available, I'm available. But when we're getting to know each other, it shouldn't be like that, but that's just how it is. Like, I'm getting to know you, getting to know me. We don't have no titles. We're just, we're trying to get to know each other. Baby, I'm sorry. I just can't pick up my phone every 10 seconds when you call me. Like, I'm not going to do it. And it's not being childish. It's not being whatever. It's just like, and you want to do it because you want to get to know somebody. But
Shay think that is just childish. No, I don't.
Trust me, she done told me a couple of times, like, Angie, like, don't do that.
No, I have told her that a couple of times. But again, I get what you're saying.
But then honestly, sometimes I just really just do not be in the mental space to deal with that capacity. Like, I just be on some other stuff. And people don't even ask, like, hey, what's going on? But again,
that's getting to know you. And they don't know that until they know you. Yeah. So yes, I think in every encounter when you're first dating, there's a little game playing. Obviously, in all relationships, I did it in mine. Everyone has done it at some point in their relationship. There's a little bit of game playing thrown in there, but the whole point is you are supposed to be and those are the times that you are supposed to be learning who that person is.
This is true.
Why they react the way they react, why they do the things that they do, and understanding what works for you and what doesn't work for you.
Yeah.
Right?
And then communicate that and say, you know what? I don't like how you don't respond to me or whatever. Do you, you know
exactly.
what I mean? And then maybe that communication can open up and say, you know what? I'm sorry, I let you feel that way. I just thought like I didn't want to be extra over like thirsty, responding to you all the time and always being always available to you. Like I just think a woman should just still be, you know, doing what she needs to do and get back to you when she can. But I can do better with responding. Like communication.
Exactly.
But it's letting. But it's a two-way though.
It's a two-way
street.
It's a two-way. Exactly. So the
If
games
somebody
when they
doesn't
continue
say-
to remain a game is when it becomes a problem.
Yeah. That's
Absolutely. Good. When it continue, when the game is over and we still playing games. You know, I've known you long enough. The game should be over already.
Yeah.
We still playing them. That's when it becomes a problem.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah.
But again, it takes two communicating that and saying, "Hey, I don't like how this going.
Yep.
We should do better with communication." And it's like, okay, I can fix that. Not a problem. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So we're gonna read some of you guys' comments, and then we're gonna go ahead and end it. Ooh, before we end by itself. So we have. Okay. Know the difference between ignorance and mysterious. I don't respond quick because of work, driving my car, or sleep. The girl is bad. The girl is dangerous, as MJ would say.
I love it, Soldier Man. Yes, there is a difference between. I like that. There's a difference between ignorance and a little bit of mystery.
Yeah.
And yes, I think in the beginning, yes, there should be a little bit of mystery. But
for sure.
You know,
it has to be.
It's got to be a little. It's got to be a little bit of mystery. I would agree with that.
See, that's why I say it's a fine line.
There is a fine line.
You're not trying to play a game, but it's like, come on, man, like you can't.
But I just feel like 9 times out of 10, that mystery turns into a game.
Okay. And then we got following that. Games cause problems. Remember the movie Hitch starring Will Smith? I agree with Soldier Man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, being a busybody is a turnoff. Some women use that as an excuse to say they're not interested.
Okay. Why you making that face? Why you making that face?
Because it could be 5% true, and I'm gonna keep it moving.
Oh, okay.
Because we make time for what we want, right?
Absolutely, everyone does.
We could make time for what we want if we feel like. Now, some women are just really
like
busy.
Worthy.
Some women are just really busy, and some men are really busy. If I feel like you've done enough for me to even make the time for you,
yeah.
Come on, but you got to do something for me to unlock.
I like that.
For me making time.
Nathan Gorham on IG says it's a bit of a dance versus a game, and reciprocate, not manipulate.
I like that.
I like that. Very well
it really
said.
Is
it's
like,
a bit of a dance.
I'm gonna go up, you go back. You feel me?
That is so true. It very much is, but
and it
easily can turn into a game, and that's where
most feelings get hurt.
Yep.
People get disappointed,
and it normally does because we're not understanding that there's phases in relationships, right? And so there's a phase when the kind of dance should be kind of over a little bit, and now we should be getting into the more serious part of it. But yet now that dancing became a game. Yeah. So thank you for that, Nathan. That was a good one.
Yeah. So we got a question real quick before we hang up, and the question was, what are we doing for Halloween weekend, Shay?
Halloween weekend. So my cousin wants to go to a costume party, maybe like an R&B kind of day party kind of thing, something. You know, I be sleepy, so day party sounds like something I could do, and I could throw something together real quick. So I'll probably go to that.
She going.
Mask will be on. Please believe it.
She going. She gonna be there full in the face.
But other than that, I don't know. I might. I don't know. I've been thinking about my dad a lot lately. I kind of want to pop up on him and like do something. I don't know.
Okay. I
don't know. I was thinking about going to Live on Sunday, maybe. I haven't seen him in a while.
Child.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Live on a Sunday.
And since I can sit down and enjoy myself and be able to chill, I don't know. I was thinking about reaching out to him.
Oh,
I miss him. I do. So I don't know. We'll see.
We'll
see where the weekend takes us.
Yeah, what y'all doing?
But Halloween, I don't know. I'm not really. I like Halloween for the costume part of it. That's it. I'm not with all that extra stuff. I like Halloween for the costume part of it. I like to get dressed, take the picture, and take it off. That's about it. That's all I like Halloween for. So
that's cool.
I've been seeing some people with some good behind parties. What was it? Toya, she had a players ball. That was so dope. I was like, dang, I want to have something like that for my birthday. I love that. What? Girl. I was thinking about Martin. The moment it said players ball, that would have been so fire. But her party looked real fun.
But yeah.
Let's see. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of Halloween parties here in South Florida this weekend. A whole lot of them. So I don't know. I might hit up one. Maybe.
She going. Yes. Yes. You are, and that's okay, Shayla. It is okay that you're gonna go and dress up and enjoy yourself. It's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself.
I really don't want to go. I'm going because my cousin wants to go.
She going.
So
y'all.
I'll probably be going for that reason alone. Y'all didn't do Halloween this year, so yeah, no Halloween.
No, last year we did do.
We most certainly did. I forgot that we did do something last year. Maybe next year.
Last year I was Shayla with like these Afro puffs.
And you look so cute.
And she was me. She had like a curly wig. Like,
oh my god,
y'all, she had put on a wig, my wig actually. And child, she had a wig with a swoop. Y'all hear me? So I was her and she was me. So that was kind of cool.
Party at Lucky Lounge in Atlanta.
Okay. But yeah, so we want to thank y'all for joining us tonight for episode 122. Again, FAMU homecoming is this weekend. Y'all know how we rep. We rep for our school.
Oh man.
I know, so sad we couldn't go this year. But again, like I said, if she's not prego next year, and if I'm not on my honeymoon next year, honey, we'll be there.
Yes, we will.
But this weekend we will be there in spirit. But y'all know we always rep our school. Again, for those who are just joining, that's where we met at FAMU. And here we are, 3 years later.
Oh, it's 3? Is it 3? Y'all, let's add some years to that.
Anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, we want to thank y'all for joining us tonight. Thank y'all for chiming in on the topics. We had some great topics tonight. And I hope, I know I learned some stuff tonight. I know you learned some stuff tonight.
Yes.
We know y'all done learned some stuff tonight about some green flags. Mainly what we all should take away and just do better with communicating. When we're communicating with our husbands, our wives, within our marriages, within our relationships, within us courting each other, within us getting to know each other better. And your girl gonna do better herself.
Shout out to all the HBCUs who are having homecoming, including NCAT. They also had their homecoming this week as well. So again, we HBCU love all the way over here. Doesn't matter what the school is. FAMU just happens to be ours. But
FAMU is the number one. FAMU is the iPhone.
I can't even say anything to that. I can't say anything to that. But still, shout out to everybody else who is celebrating at HBCU homecoming. Yeah. Y'all, please be safe out there. It's still COVID. Seriously,
no, for real.
Still be safe out there. Again. Hey, y'all have a blessed week. And we out this thing.
We out, man.
It's late. We
until Wednesday next week. And then after that Wednesday, we're gonna be off for 2 weeks.
Yes, because I will be having my surgery. So next week will be our last live for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks after that.
Yeah.
So
but we'll let y'all know next week.
Yes.
And when we'll return back. But next week is gonna be a great episode as well. Make sure y'all tune in into our podcast family. Thank y'all for tuning in. Our podcast family who actually listen to our audio every week and not just video, not just on a live. Yes. They are coming in all over the place from all parts of the continent, baby. They are coming in everywhere. We just appreciate y'all for listening.
Thank you.
Every week. Y'all been listening to us since we started episode 1. And we are at episode 122 now. So we just thank our live audience, our podcast audience, and just everybody who checking in with the B&B squad. You feel me? Y'all have a great weekend, a safe weekend. And until next Wednesday, baby, good night, good morning, and good afternoon, y'all. See y'all later.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.